Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Simonis Aramas Arena and the 2019 International 9-Ball Open. All right. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. The Sheraton Norfolk Waterside Hotel is once again the host venue for this event, and Diamond Billiard Products is once again the official table of the International 9-Ball Open. This is our 4th day of our 6-day event. We're paring the field down. We're not too far away from finding out who'll wear the crown on Saturday night, but in the meantime, we got some business to conduct. And before I introduce the players, just want to give you a very quick update on who's left and how many. This is going to be a winner's side match coming up right now. There are 12 players on the winner's side. 4 have already moved over, 8 are playing now. There are 20 players on the one-loss side. They'll be playing both now and again at 12:30. So we'll be able to update you again this afternoon on where all that stands. So with that being said, it's now my pleasure to introduce our 2 competitors. Our first player, you've seen him here before many times, and we always enjoy watching him play. He's from Greece. He's the 2018 Dynamic Austrian Open champion. He's sponsored by IQ-Qs. Let's welcome back Alex Kazakis. Thank you very much. Also a familiar face to us here at Center Court from the Philippines. He's a 2019 Super Billiards Expo champion, sponsored by Roy's Basement. Please welcome James Aranas. All right, gentlemen, please come and lag for the first break, if you would. The timekeeper for this match is Mr. John Baker, and I'm going to send it upstairs to the booth to Mark Wilson and Pete Fleming. Go ahead, Mark.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We have a terrific matchup now. My name is Mark Wilson, and alongside me is our expert, Peter Fleming. Peter, bring us up to speed on what's taking place.
What a great match we have here, Mark. Both of these players are 3-0. They've played 3 matches so far in this tournament. And James Aranas has played Mark Vidal, Steve Lillis, and the last year's champion, Chang, Xiangming Chang. So he's 3-0. And Alex has played Lawson, Olsen, and Gorst. Fedor Gorst was his last match. So they're both playing well. And watching them practice, I see James Aranas has zeroed in on the 1 ball in the side pocket. Let's see if it continues.
Kazakis now breaking. He's a powerful shot maker. Didn't seem to have much trouble finding the side pocket. Yeah, it's a compliant break.
That's always a good start.
Earlier this week, and naturally we're isolated here on this table, but Kazakis broke and ran 9 consecutive racks in his first match. Pretty nice starting 2-ball. Looks like he can drift the cue ball down near the 4. Looks like he'll try to thread between the 9 and the 6, just because it's so close to the 2-ball that trying to go with topspin, the follow-through would maybe preclude you from not, or make you double hit the cue ball. So, no, he was able to stun it down through there on that side.
Nicely done.
Cue ball's away from the rail. Now you got just a little straight here, and the 5 is on the opposite end of the table. When we first met Kazakis here on this TV table, he was a great shot maker, not such a great tactician. His game is definitely rounded out. Power top spin, 2 cushions, and
oh
into
my
the drink.
God. I thought that only happened to me, Mark.
Well, I think normally when you go high right into the corner and as far away from the corner as it is, it will not go. Here's a Predator replay of this. See where he hit a diamond away? It will not shorten up enough to go into the side pocket. Okay, so maybe the conditions I noticed outside today are a little bit more damp, and so consequently the rails are a little bouncier. Aranas comes to the table, 5 balls, all open, ball in hand. It's a nice way to start your day, especially when you looked like it might be a break and run out to start the match.
Absolutely.
Aranas has really improved in the last couple of years. He was always a pretty good player, but now he's a real threat to win this thing.
Yes. In fact, he beat last year's champion, Chang. He beat him 11-3.
Which is the only way you can beat Chang, because if it's a gunfight of any kind, he's going to assert himself.
Absolutely.
Have to knock him down in cold blood. Routine 9-ball now. This is game number 1, a race to 11.
And it looks like he's from the same town in the Philippines that Reyes is from, Davao.
Angelo Cities?
Davao, no?
Okay. I'm not sure where that's at. I was in Angelo City at Efren's home in the past, so maybe it's up near the same area. Bustamani's up there from Tarlac also. As I recall, it was maybe an hour and a half north of Manila. A lot of great players. There's actually tons of players in the Philippines that play nearly Aranas' speed that you'll never hear their names, nor will they ever leave, but they play top flight. Yeah, seriously. Couldn't imagine it, but it's true. A little bit of misfortune there for Kazakis, because that was an unusual scratch on the replay. You could see that the cue ball touched the cushion prior to even getting to that diamond, just a diamond away from the corner. For it to tighten up like that just rarely ever happens, so I really can't fault him on that. It wasn't like he shot right into the scratch.
No.
James breaks 0.
All right, let's take our first look at Aranas' break.
All right. Well, that's where he was practicing the break from, same spot.
Extreme right side of the break box as Aranas faces the table.
And that's what happened.
But it's going to be a non-compliant break. Just one other ball across the head, or did he make 2 balls? No, the 2-ball hung. Okay.
Yeah, the 2-ball hung. Well, it's not ball in hand, but it's as close as you can get to.
All right. Yeah, Kazakis is glad to only lose 1 game based on that scratch, because oftentimes morph into more.
Mm-hmm.
Speed's off. He got right in between.
And over the 9.
He was trying to go to the other side of the 3-ball, just cleanly back cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he's going to take on the combination. That was not in the plans at all. This is there's about 3 angles going on here. The angle from the cue ball to the 3-ball, the 3-ball to the object ball. It's not straight on, so you have to cut the 3 a little bit to get to the 5 properly. And that makes this, very missable. We are playing all ball fouls. Ken Schuman's on the, see if there's any rubbing of this. Nicely done.
Wow, very nicely done.
Was not able to easily control the cue ball. So he's just going to have to rely on his shot making from here. Up and down the table here. If he cuts it in cleanly, I don't believe the 9 ball will impede the cue ball. If he hits it heavy, he could clip it. Nice. Nice shot. Very precise. Kazakis has put himself right back in here. Could have possibly laid claim to both games now, because this is about the type of open layout he had in the first game. Nice 2-cushion path. Kazakis now keenly aware that this is going to come off the rail a little sharper than he was anticipating. And you see the speed as it left the rail. It went into the rail pretty soft and bounded away. So the humidity here is definitely up today. Pretty classy run out from that awkward combination shot here.
I'll say.
Worked himself back into line, stayed very smooth. This ties the match up at 1 game apiece.
A saved match, a saved game.
Yeah, he had to scramble around. Tell you what, I really admire Kazakis. I've watched him over the last few years here, and he's always been a serious, formidable shot-making, power-breaking type player. He then subsequently went on and had a couple heartbreaks, and like last year's Moscone Cup, for instance, is one. He also missed the game ball in a big tournament, and so. And, you know, some people would say, oh, he dogged it, he choked or whatever. But nonetheless, he played well enough to get there and then, you know, faltered.
Yep.
Some people, that would define them and they would crumble. This guy went and made himself a better player, and he is going to be a better player from that. He's got that type of positive, can-do mentality. And
absolutely.
You really find out who somebody is under adversity, you know, and if he's over there making excuses and got his ego involved, that's not going to be the guy that's going to be a champion.
That's right.
He's presenting what the characteristics of what a real champion would be. I admire that, respect him immensely.
Well, I remember when Nick Economopoulos was the Greek player, and Alex came over here with him maybe 7 years ago or so. But at Q-Master Billiards, well, he had the 1 ball again. Working right. Anyway, at Q-Master Billiards, Alex took the money. He took the big money. Nobody even knew who he was.
Straight in on the 2. That's a great opportunity to break.
Yep, it's working for him. Working fine.
The first 2 days of the tournament, the table was not breaking this well, and so I'm going to suspect it's not the table, but the players are hitting it better than the guys were the first couple of days, because this is the way I remember this table with top players breaking.
Ooh, babe.
Yeah. I think he got there. He kind of grimaced a little bit because he didn't mean to hit the 5 ball. But I think he just got there.
Get there he did.
It's a little bit interesting here. He's got a decision to make.
Mm-hmm.
Go above the 5, below the 5. I think that he would go above the 5. Hard to tell. He's queuing up, maybe just low, so I guess he's going above it. Nope, stay below it. Good shot.
Very nicely done.
Looking at a quality break and run out here. If he can capture these last 3 balls. Nice shot. Optimum shot on the 9. 2-1 is our score. Kazakis in front.
And we'll get a chance to see if we can keep that break working. 1 ball inside. Compliant break. Ran out.
Have you enjoyed your stay here, Pete?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I never leave the villages except to come here.
It's a beautiful facility for those that haven't been to the Sheraton Waterside in Norfolk. You're right on an inlet off the bay. There's great big Navy vessels parked across the way, getting retrofitted and repaired. A lot of activity. It's beautiful. It's great to go for a walk. Lots of sailboats and big vessels, yachts.
Great place to be.
Yeah, we were walking along and there was a yacht that was, probably 2 football fields long, 4 decks, and I'm not sure which player owns that, but it would be like a $40 million yacht or something, some unfathomable fee.
Well, I can tell you the player who doesn't own it, and that would be Eddie Cohen, God bless.
Yes. Boy, we had some action and fireworks here late last night. I'll describe it after this break. I want to get a good look at Kazakis. Now he's breaking from the extreme left side of the box. It's a 9-inch box out there, either side. The head spot. Playing the 1 in the side. Bringing the cube 2 ball around. He's found it. The 2 ball got kissed. Is he going to get a shot? He is going to. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Late last night, after I got done broadcasting, there was 2 matches that were still going. One was Shane Van Boning playing Lechner, the Austrian. Lechner started off, I don't know that he broke and ran these racks, but he must have ran a lot of them. He was ahead of Shane Van Boning, who's playing great, 9-0.
I heard he ran 8.
Okay. Van Boning came back to take the lead at 10-9 and missed a 5 ball that you would not figure him to miss. Lechner got that game and then made the 9 on the break to beat Van Boning.
What a match it was.
The other table was Arcolo Bergman. That was 9-9. Arcolo won the last 2 racks. Both of them playing quite well. And what a shot that was. A little half jump. He hit the 4 ball heavy, and that slowed the cue ball down enough that he has a good shot. Great replay here.
Yep.
Predator replay. Get another chance to look at it. Good follow through. Tagged that 4 ball square. What a shot.
Well, these guys came to play, and they're playing well.
Yeah, I'd say. Every year we say it. Every year it's true. But the play is up yet again. I mean, the quality, the density of the field. That's not just a hype or exaggeration. I mean, you can see so many guys just improving right before your eyes.
Yep.
Super dense, high-quality field.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Hitting the pocket so cleanly. This would be a second consecutive break and run out under total control. And even in the first rack, there was a mishap there, but I can't blame Kazakis for what happened.
Absolutely not. He's playing great, looking great.
This is the only way to slip past another great player, is to win some games that the other great player doesn't get a chance to perform in, because otherwise it's just a 50-50 gunfight type situation. So if you can go 50-50 with the rest of the racks, win a few that they don't get to play in, that's what this separates you.
Absolutely. And people are coming from all over for this tournament here at the 2019 International 9-Ball Open at the Sheraton Waterside Hotel in Norfolk, Virginia. Some people came from the villages in Florida. They're up here watching. And
yes.
Others are watching on the pay-per-view down there. I'd like to say hi to those people.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
And thank God you got your money's worth.
Well, we have literally, if something was to happen in this hotel and all of us perished, there'd truly be another great, 100 great players in the world. The best players would be gone. So.
And I say some players, some fans coming from New York now, from Steinway Billiards. A lot of followers up there. Upstate Al is here.
Okay, Kazakis on an unfinished run of 2 games, breaking.
Just missed the 1 ball on the side. And nothing dropped.
But it was a compliant break, and so
Yes.
consequently we'll have a push-out situation.
Yep.
There's Chris. He came down from Edison, New Jersey. Met a man yesterday named Phil, very nice man. He came from Ohio.
Right. And Chris spent a lot of time in Steinway.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I didn't know this.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know him better than me. I just barely met him.
He's Greek. And
Nice man.
He knows all the Greek players. When Klantikachi was here, he was excited about Klantikachi.
I got to tell you another thing about Chris that I really like. He brought me some honey and sesame little candies that are quite delicious. And so
He's a good egg.
he knows how to get to my good side, so I'll mention him.
And speaking about Steinway, I'm sure Annie Flores is watching. Hello, Annie. Alex gave it back. He said, I don't need any part of this.
Boy, good shot.
Wow.
Yeah, not easy to execute from that distance.
No. Very nicely played.
We are using the 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack. Alex is determining how he wants to kick at this. Chose that that was the time to use his extension in this rack. Nice effort.
Yeah. I like his pace. I like how he's using his time and his pace at the table.
Nice kick shot there. A little bit fortunate, but nevertheless, it was by design. Played a nice angle there. Get down on the 5.
Where he wants to be in the center, at the center table.
This will be around the outside of the 6 and towards the 8 and 9, I believe. Got to have good speed here.
Very nice.
Just because you're coming across your position zone rather than into your position zone at the 5 ball. So it's always a dangerous shot, and hitting the target on the pocket cleanly aids you greatly in your speed control and direction. Amateurs are just happy to hit the pocket. Pros have to hit parts of the pocket, even from mid-range. Look at that nice shot. That stun draw, that was not effective draw to get around the 8. And you can see it was executed perfectly because of where the cue ball landed. So his judgment is enhanced once he hits the pocket cleanly. I think he'll go up and down off the end rail with just a hint of inside English to straighten it up. Just because as he cuts the 7 in, it picks up a little bit of left-hand side spin. So he'll add a little neutralizing right to come straight up the table. He wants to set himself here and get clean on this. See that little inside spin, the thread past the 9.
Nice call, Mark.
Good shooting there. Never in trouble. Very clean 4 racks. Our score 4-1. Pete?
Yes?
I love the smell of chalk dust in the morning. It smells like victory.
Yes, it does.
Here we are. This is Thursday. Still have a couple days left. This will conclude Saturday night.
Here's the rack track. Aranas won the first game, and Alex won the next 4. And he's not done yet.
Yeah, that was all stemmed from a really good safety play by Aranas, who put the one ball obstructed by an object ball along the rail, diamond away. Kazakis took his time, used his extension, kicked it all the way down table, made a hanging ball, and then cashed it into a victory with a nice clean break or a run out from there. Not a break, but a run out.
Yep.
That was by design, not happenstance or random chance. It was just the best of a bad situation.
And let's keep our eye on the one ball.
Fell just a little short last time.
And, ooh, wee babe, the cue ball found the pocket.
We'll get a Predator replay look.
Yeah. Just shy, and the cue ball finds it.
Yeah, the cue ball wasn't tracking there, but it did clip the 6-ball lightly. That changed the angle of that. We're going to have a short timeout as we're going to have a player break. We are back. Live action here. What a comfortable venue we're in here at the Sheraton Waterside.
It
Nice
really
space,
is.
reasonable prices, beautiful scenery.
They treat us well.
I rode the elevator down there with the house electrician. He was very complimentary. Told us that he's glad that we've come.
Can't say enough about the staff here at the hotel. It's a great feeling to be here.
Yeah, it's kind of that down-to-earth, basic common decency of the Midwest. People are polite, respectful, care. Small community. Big military community here. As Norfolk, Virginia is home to the U.S. Navy, and they defend the entire East Coast. You know, we see fighter jets flying overhead. Is Aranas going to play the combination here? It looks like. Like the fall on it pretty good. Yeah, it's playable. 6 inches apart, but pretty straightforward. Good shot. He couldn't, well, I guess he could have tried to do something more with the cue ball, but he's trying to make sure he got the combination down, so got just a little bit thin on the 6.
The good news is that the 7 is accessible from almost anywhere.
Playing a 3-rail position route, back to the center. Now he has a fairly thin cut, which will leave a lot of pace in the cue ball, so he can come around 3 rails yet again. Once again, coming across the position zone, so takes good speed control, and you can. I don't have to tell you how that was.
He hit it nicely.
Okay, so he's converted ball in hand from a scratch on the break into a game. Trails in the match 2-4. You know, in all sports, they always compare eras of players, and, you know, is Babe Ruth as good as, you know, Mike Trout type thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is my opinion. You know how old guys always remember that the old guys were better than the young guys.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, this is my opinion. Today's players are better than those of my era in their peak form.
I have to agree with you 100%.
That being said, the top players, the Mike Siegels and Buddy Halls and like that, would have rose to this level had they had technology and that level of competition to compete against. They would still be top players today.
Absolutely.
But back then, the sophistication of the strategy of how to play and how to break and stuff was not as evolved as it is today.
No. Oh.
One more rim in the pocket. Not even sure if it's a compliant break.
Well, he broke from the other side that Alex breaks from, and the one ball hit both points, I think, in the side pocket. So they're coming close when they do miss it.
So here's the decision that Kazakis faces. He can pass the shot back, but he knows that Aranas will jump at this, and if he connects on the jump shot, the two's right there. So you feel dumb watching the guy pass it back and run out, but then you hate that it's a hard enough shot. You hate to take it on yourself.
Especially when you have a lead, you don't want to blow the lead. You know, he's got a 2-game lead.
Yeah, you want to make him earn it, but you don't get that many good offensive chances at this level either. So
Yeah.
this is a quandary. This takes smooth cueing action for accuracy.
Oh, what a shot.
Tremendous shot. If we can get down the Predator replay here, watch how straight the follow through is. Just
It looks just as good the second time around.
Hit the heart of the pocket.
He didn't have the option.
Looks like he arrived on the 4-ball. The 7-9 will be a combination that's likely to be played here shortly. Kazakis looking at rolling forward so he can play the 5 all the way in the far corner and then drift the cue ball to the center of the table on the 6, so he has an angle to get across for the 7-ball. This is kind of the crucial shot. If he can land on the angle here, that will make the rest of the rack play quite a bit simpler. He stunned it forward, got a little more angle than maybe he would have ideally liked, but this is negotiable. Now the question is he comfortable to go between the side pocket and the 6-ball, going over the rail, or does he want to stay below it? We got the overhead here. I'm going to go ahead and use it. This is his choice. He can go here, or he can let it come on out here. But one way or the other, he does not want to be straight in on that ball, or he can go below it. Looks like he's going below it. No, he's going above it. Good shot. Held the angle.
Pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, maybe a little too much. Might have held it too much. Yeah, he's got a dilemma here. So he's got a little too much angle. Okay, if we can get to the overhead real quick.
A wee bit.
Okay. If we can't, then anyway, he could go into the 7 and 9, or he can come around 3 rails. But that means he has to introduce side spin with power, and that dampens the accuracy of a shot. The good news is he's only a foot apart from the object ball.
I think that's what he's going to do.
He's not queuing up with inside spin, though. Looks like he's drawing. Yeah, he's going into the 7.
Oh, wow. Well, he's got a good shot on the 7, and
the cue ball trails the wrong direction now is the problem. And he's got some distance here. Now, this guy's a very straight shot maker. The 8 ball's not that easy into the side. It definitely goes in the side. But you'd like to be on angle to play it rather than back cutting it. See how well he can kill it. If he misses this ball, he'll miss it heavy. No, heart of the pocket. Okay, good. Handled that well. Now he has a choice. I think we will likely see him go in the corner pocket. Maybe not. Now he is looking down in the corner. A little bit bigger margin of error. I think that's what he's thinking down in the corner. Willie Mosconi says never pass a pocket. But sometimes you want to expand your margin of error here. I think it frees up his stroke, too. He doesn't have to absolutely roll it, but he can stroke this ball by playing it down here. He can pace it in. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, he missed it by quite a margin. Very straight shooter. Here's another look. He hit about the 2nd diamond, Pete.
Yep.
Yeah, he caught that real heavy. Day 1 of the tournament, that might slip in.
Mm-hmm.
So Aranas.
But we're 4 days into it, and it's not slipping in.
Right, right. And Aranas is, virtually gifted this game as well as in game 1 when Kazakis scratched 2 cushions into the side with just a few balls left. He came back from his break and had ball in hand. So that's really 3 games, and that one was not Kazakis' fault when he scratched on the break. He was using the cut break. But the other 2, pretty much gifted. So always when you're in Kazakis, you feel like the score is 4-3, but I've won all 7 games. I've won 3 for my opponent and 4 for me.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Q-Tech stats. Kazakis has pocketed 45 balls compared to 15, but only leads by 1 game. Aranas is playing 1,000. That's interesting. I guess I don't really remember him making a mistake, but he hasn't been at the table much.
And this is a good time to mention that all of these matches on the featured table, great matches, are going to be available on DVD or in Vimeo ACCUSTATS subscription service. Give Pat a ring at 1-800-828-0397. Get yourself on the Vimeo system. And here's James Aranas.
You can also just go to ACCUSTATS.com.
Yes. Again, the 1 ball hit both points of that side pocket and failed to go in.
Non-compliant break, despite the fact that he made a ball.
Your choice.
He's pretty disappointed. All right, Kazakis, a chance to repair some of the damage that happened in the last rack. Open miss. Stun it on top of the 8. Come 1 rail across. Okay, this looks pretty good. 7 balls frozen. But he's close enough that that shouldn't be an issue. This is where you have to be careful not to decelerate into the cue ball, though. You still want to maintain a little acceleration coming through there for accuracy's sake and to have that backspin hold up all the way to the point where you get there. That was well played.
Mm-hmm.
And he cashes that in, grabs back a 2-game lead. Kazakis 5, Aranas 3.
And they're both playing excellent.
Yeah, Aranas is at 1,000. And 930 for Kazakis, really good. Here we go, game number 9. Kazakis breaking.
Found it this time. And a compliant break.
Here comes the 2 ball these guys play for in the side.
And when it works beautifully.
Alex is determining how he wants to get on the 3 to make an easy transfer to the 4, and it's going to be pretty delicate to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like right now he'd like to get to the center of the table. I imagine a 2-cushion route. No, he wants to go 3 rails. The cue ball below that 2, and you have to hit this super thin if you're going to go 3 rails, which makes the speed dangerous. No, he's drawing. Okay, he's just going to draw it straight back. Nice control.
Wow.
Wouldn't have minded another couple inches, but it's certainly manageable from here.
But it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, to gauge the speed on that backspin. If he goes back and just can hit this just a little bit fuller by coming back a couple more inches than the previous shot, makes this ball play that much easier, even though it's well within his scope, but he could have got the cue ball much closer to the 4. So this is the result of coming up 3 or 4 inches short of ideal. It was a great shot even to get there. And now, you know, it's dangerous because if you rub that 5 going by here, you can really screw up the run out. This takes commitment to hit the heart of the pocket here, not let the 5 get in your periphery or even think about it. And that was a good mental toughness test. Foul on angle on the 5 here, pretty routine transfer to the 6. One cushion out. Now this is a little bit dicey too. You want to introduce right-hand side spin, but because this is at that wide cut, it sometimes will just lengthen. But you know, and it's hard to go 3 rails around too. So he's just going to try to top spin past the side pocket. Yep, he's tracking for the 9 all the way, and that's where it always was. I'm not sure, because he wasn't really committed to one or the other. You could go, you know, inside English. He did not use any. And that's why it did not go past the side pocket, but came short of the side pocket and then got on line for the 9. You could see when it left that second cushion, it was on track for the 9.
Well, it's a major error.
Yeah, a mental error for sure. He's executing well. It went right where he told it to go.
10.
Gonna kick 2 cushions, try to get separation here. Oh, he introduced the 9 ball. What a heady, classy shot there, yeah. Well, that was a nice scrambling recovery there. He did not compound one bad shot with a second, forcing something that's not there. He knew he had to take a lot of risk going soft speed, but he also knew it had a possible reward attached. High quality effort there. No. Nothing easy here for Kazakis. The 8 ball is probably 3/8 to a half inch off the rail and up more than a diamond from the pocket. So back cutting the 7 on there for a combination is somewhat unforgiving. Looks like that's what he's playing. Nope, playing safe. Chipping it down. And not a bad result. Not ideal, though, either. I think Aranas will play offense. If you cut this in purely and do not introduce side spin, it plays much easier to pocket the ball, but also the cue ball tracks right towards the corner pocket. So then you almost have to put side spin on, which complicates the accuracy. Yeah, he put outside spin, which squirted the cue ball more towards the 7.
And he almost crossed to the side.
Yeah, and that was because he hit it heavy. If he hits the pocket, it goes right on past the side pocket. But Yeah, it was so much easier to play it natural. It's just that the scratch is always on when you do that. Kazakis now needs just a hint of left to take the 9-ball out of the picture as the cue ball travels one rail towards it. No, he just stayed on the inside of it, avoiding the 9 that way. But also now he has a pretty tough shot here. It's going to be 3 rails around, and you can see how thin it is. And then you got to use some pace, which includes side spin, so you get consequently more squirt. Like to go to the end rail. Got to be careful if it's only a diamond away, that side pocket's in play. All right, hello side pocket, he's okay. Let's take another look at that on the Predator replay. See it's right over there where he scratched that early in the first rack. Right there is where it hit. Shortens up, kind of bounces off that second rail with a little more spring than normal. Good job. Thank you, Predator. Our instant replays. Kazakis now picks up a 3-game lead, 6 games to 3.
Well, Alex is shooting a 925 and Aranas is shooting a 938, but Alex has the lead 6 games to 3. All right, here comes Alex.
Rack 10. It's Alex's break. 6-3.
Alex Kazakis set the break here, rack number 10. One ball went high, the 8-ball found the pocket. We have a compliant break. 2-ball on the end rail. Does not have enough value to be aggressive and go for the bank. So now the question is, how do we get the cue ball down here amongst the clutter? I don't know if we have the opportunity to get the overhead, but if we do.
Now, it was a compliant break, so he has the option of pushing if he wanted to.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's the 1-ball. I'm sorry. The 1-ball's over by the 9. I'm looking at the 2-ball. Okay, the 1-ball missed. He's not playing offense, is he? Yes. No. It's getting distance. That was.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it looks like James Aranas is looking at maybe a billiard on the 3, or is he just playing safe? Probably just playing safe. You'd have to barely graze that 1-ball from that range. Yeah, just playing safe. Kazakis. Going to pin the cue ball to the 5, I think. No, safety this way, getting distance. Yeah, this has been the dilemma the entirety of the match. Is that Aranas comes to the table facing ticklish defensive plays. Oh, good job there from where he was at. What can Kazakis do? There we are.
Well, he can see a piece of it. That's about all he could do.
Quality effort there. He barely got past the 3, barely got past the 9.
Okay, I got you both muted. What I need you guys, if you guys do hear us, obviously you didn't do it on purpose. You can't just take the headphones off and drop them.
Well, how do we let you know?
Just tell them. Text us. Okay?
Gotcha. Oh, what a shot that was.
Wow.
Spiked down on the cue ball. Big jump shot. Got a tough bank now. Here's our replay. Super difficult jump cut. Got to get the cue ball back onto the base of the table in order to have accuracy with that. It can't be bounding when it hits that ball or it overcuts it.
Nicely done.
And I think he wants to make a one-rail bank here and be aggressive, get some offense going.
Ooh, we're a little short. But he didn't leave a shot. What do you like here, Mark?
Well, that's, I don't know. It looks
I
like
don't
he's,
like anything.
looks like he's playing safe, trying to back cut thin the 2 ball and bring the cue ball 2 cushions out of that corner. This is kind of a naked safety. Oh, what a nice hit that was. What a nice hit. Wow.
Ooh, yes.
Most impressive.
Yes, it was.
Boy, you got to be accurate to make a hit like that where the 2 ball only rubs, maybe 12 inches to its right and the cue ball travels 12 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real dilemma for Aranas. We're right at that pivotal juncture of the match, too, because this is such a big game to go 6-4 behind or 7-3 behind, and especially when your opponent's playing very well. Nice job there to warp it back in with backspin. Incredible job. Well, the straight shooting Kazakis can possibly cut this 2 ball.
And let the cue ball go because the 3 ball is up table.
Well, no, the 3 ball's over here by me.
Oh, but the 6 ball?
Yes, and but you're right. That cue ball's going to be plenty hot. I don't think you can just kill it here. if you collide into the 3, now you have to take a chance.
I was going to say, you might even hit the 3.
If you do, then you're not exactly sure what you're getting.
No, it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm. You know, he's kind of over the 6. But it's not that bad, and you can still defend. You don't have to go down shooting here if you're really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Kazakis does have a powerful stroke, but you got to be careful if you're going to let your stroke out here that your shaft does not lightly rub the 6 ball.
Mm-hmm. Kenny Schumann is right on the job.
Inside spin. What a shot that was.
Get off the round. There you go.
Tremendous shot. Now, the cue ball's so close to the rail that drawing it is not that well, he's not going to. He's got enough angle. But I think he'd rather go forward if he could. The only problem is the cue ball's tracking right at the 5 rather than below the 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those in between. Do you have to use a little bit of stun, or do you have to use a little bit of right-hand English? He's cueing downward. I think he's going to try to get on top of the 5 and play it in the same pocket the 4 is. Oh, yeah. No, that was smooth.
Well struck.
Yeah. Did not have to introduce much side spin to get it, so he had the right angle for that cue ball to naturally track that path.
Mm-hmm.
Kazakis really getting through the ball good. If you notice, it's almost like his tip stays on the cue ball just a millisecond longer than, certainly longer than amateurs, but even a lot of the other good players here.
Nicely done.
That was all set up by that great back cut safety on the 2 ball that put Aranas in a terrible predicament. Aranas made a good shot to warp the cue ball and to nick it, but then left a shot.
And Alex is ahead 7-3, shooting a 933, and James Aranas is shooting an 889.
Yeah, that's high quality stuff. Anything north of 850, really good.
Oh, yes. And Alex just really looks good. He really looks like he came to play his best.
Now, that was a well-played game, and that safety by Kazakis, that's one to practice at home. It comes up not that often, and it requires a super accuracy to hit, and it's not glamorous when you practice it. Normally when you're practicing shots, balls go into the pocket, and you feel proud of it, and, you know, you get some instant gratification. Legal break there. But that's winning pool right there to be able to rub that 2 ball over a foot and get the cue ball down table 10 feet.
Well, he had a compliant break. No shot on the 3, right?
I don't know. Hard to tell if he see the edge of it or he's planning on kicking at it. The way he came down here, it kind of feels like maybe he's planning on kicking at it. Introduce the 6 and 7 ball if he does.
And speed is key.
Didn't hit that the way he wanted to.
Wasn't bad, though.
Oh, no. The result is it's not less than what he wanted, but not. There's nothing easy here for Aranas. He can't play it into the side, and then the cross-side bank is hard, and also defense is hard from here because you can only hit a small piece, and there's not much cover to get behind. Yeah. Pretty decent dilemma here.
I think he'll try to bank it.
No, I think he's going to kick behind it and try to let the cue ball thread down onto the 5 and put the 3 over above the 4 off the end rail. No speed. The idea was good. And the direction was okay. If he goes just a little harder, the cue ball filters more towards the 5. Mm-hmm. And the 3 would have bounded up off the rail. I think that was the right shot from where he was at. Just difficult to execute, but everything was difficult. Everything had some negative expectation to it, meaning nothing was certain. Everything could work and everything could fail.
Sounds like you're describing my game.
Yes. Know if he was trying to rub that open or not.
Use the extension.
Hard to tell if it goes by there cleanly. It's not by much. Apparently it does, though. In the event that it didn't, he could possibly play a billiard on the 7. That's also not a certainty. Yeah, it must pass. There must be enough room. Likely to rub the long rail on the way by, just ever so slightly. Aranas is not playing bad, but Kazakis is pocketing all the balls. Good solid shot there. That last one was a very missable ball because you have to ramp up the intensity level, and then you know you should make it. Sometimes there's a little let down there, but he hit the heart of the pocket, very focused. See how clean the balls are hitting the pocket here, and that's why his speeds are good.
I think the focus, when you said a focus, that exemplifies his how you would describe him today. He's got the focus.
That's his 8th win, and you know you have to be mentally fit to sustain that focus over a long.
Exactly.
Physically fit. I don't mean mentally fit. You have to be physically fit.
Yes.
Because as your body starts to drain, now you don't put the eye intensity in, and you get a little flicker in your concentration, and then all that stuff serves. What happens is you rattle the ball.
Yep.
Look at these Q-Tech stats right here: 79 to 16. Aranas has only pocketed 16 balls, and that's what I was trying to say. We haven't seen Kazakis make so many great shots, but all the balls he's supposed to make, he's just maintaining that intensity level and never exposing himself to much risk.
Yep.
Probably the duration of the match, he's made 79 balls. I doubt that there was 5 or 6 that were difficult shots for him. The jump shot that he made down the long rail, that would be a difficult one. I remember that. Been a couple others where he was a good shot maker after he got just a hint out of the line, but other than that, solid performance.
Solid.
There's our break performance. Kazakis been successful 3/4 of the time. 0 success for Aranas in only 3 breaks. Thank you, Q-Tech, for that.
Alex breaks 8-3.
8-3, and that's that last game where that good safety on the 2-ball. Instead of making it 6-4, it went 7-3, and then now a good solid run out. And that's what I'm saying. That was that pivotal juncture of the match where now it's just murder for Aranas to come back.
Made the 1 ball. Compliant break. Where are you 2?
Getting up near the side, but not quite enough. Not quite enough, I don't think. Or if he can cut it in, if he can just nip it in.
I think he can. Well, he gave a grin smile and very close.
I think he knows if he does nip it in that his cue ball control is mitigated because he's got to use some pace on the cue ball, and then it's exactly how it hits that pocket makes quite a difference in the direction and speed too. You hate to just go soft speed on this because if you miss, it just hangs right over the top of the pocket. And it also seems like when you go soft speed, it seems like they cut a little, the cut doesn't take as quickly or something. You hit it nice and heavy.
That's the fact, Jack.
Don't know the physics of it, but it just seems that way. In any event, this is an uncomfortable shot to play, not just because of the difficulty of pocketing it, but because of the positional requirements. Is he banking this cross corner? I think he might be. And safety.
You're right. They called another one.
Yeah, he thought there was a good chance it turns out more favorable than this should he miss.
Well, we're going to see James Aranas.
Yeah, it justified the risk because he thought it would turn out better when he missed it well short and it clipped the 7-ball. That's when the problem began. But anyway, give us a chance to see Aranas.
Exactly, and I'll tell you, the way these matches are going, whoever dials in on a break is liable to put a string of racks together, similar to what happened to Shane Van Boney last night.
Yeah, down 9-0, comes back, takes the lead 10-9, and then misses a fairly makeable shot. The guy ties it up at 10 and makes the 9 on the break to win at 11-10. That was at about 1:30 a.m. You know, that 8 partially obstructing the pocket makes a little problem because the 9's kind of in the way, but yet not a quality combination to play. So Aranas got some decisions to make. And go in the corner. Bring the cue ball 2 cushions underneath the 6. No, going forward. So there's more room past the 8 than I thought. But boy, you really want to fall close to the 6 when you have to play this. And so he's got a little more distance, I think, maybe than is easily comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Tip's not really even near the cue ball either. That distorts your timing. Couldn't hit the pocket any better.
Both players shooting over 900.
Made it look like it was a little bigger than I thought it was from the overhead view.
Mm-hmm.
Good route to position there, 3 cushions.
Perfect.
I love that shot, the way he's got through the ball nice. Made it look like it automatically goes there. 8-4 is our score. Aranas behind.
And he will be breaking in game 13. Pretty nice TPAs, Mark.
Oh, high quality performance by both players.
And in this tournament, they're both 3-0. This is a winner side match. Today is Thursday. We're going to be here till Saturday. When I say here, I'm talking about the Sheraton Waterside Hotel in Norfolk, Virginia. If you're anywhere in the area, stop on down. They love the pool players here.
Thank you.
And there's Al Yap. See him play yesterday?
Yeah, he beat Big Co here. I think we broadcast that match. Matter of fact. Aloysius.
Aloysius.
No, Aloysius.
Aloysius.
I was reprimanded.
Oh.
So.
Well, he hit some pretty good.
Crazy
That's all I
fans
can
here
tell you.
want an autograph.
Let's see, nuts.
I don't know. He's giving us, scoring updates. I see the point.
Oh,
okay.
That's nice.
So, Young Lung
We have
Chang
Jerry Forsythe.
has 6. He's tied with Max Everly at 6. Corey Dool is leading 7-6 over Lou. Dennis Grob is... All right, here we go.
He tries so
Aranas
hard,
breaking.
Jerry. The 1 ball went. It's a compliant break. Where are you, 2 ball? Well, he's got a shot. He's got a pocket. It was nice of Jerry to wake up from his nap and give us some info.
Yeah. This gets to be long days, and you know what?
Yeah.
There's a lot of old people here, including myself.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Hung it up.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, and he didn't hit it hideously bad. It just rubbed the rail just lightly coming in. But that little extra dab of friction, the humidity, and now the table's broken, and that ball hangs up just barely.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is a tough ball to play position from.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
so
deep.
amateurs look at hangers, and it actually ends up being the amateur's nightmare and the pro's best friend. But even in this case, yeah, Alex recognizes he may have to draw, just straight draw up out of there. They like to use the rail when possible. Maybe he can.
I think he can. I think he can. Just like that.
Oh, man. Great shot.
It was. And he's got an angle to get him over to the 4.
Just tickled the 5 ball.
He didn't want to tickle it, but it didn't hurt him.
You could see the concern on his face when he saw it was approaching the 5 of, oh, am I going to get hooked? So, pretty good relief. He's still in fine line here to run this rack. Always when you're playing, you know how dangerous Aranas is, of course. So
Absolutely.
you're ahead 8-4 and sweating bullets like you better win this game or you may not get another turn possibly. So it's not like, oh, 8-4, I'll just coast through here. It's not like that.
No.
At this level, you know, an 8-4 lead can evaporate in just a couple innings.
James Aranas beat the defending champion Chang 11-3. So.
And we know that Chang was performing well. We broadcast one of his matches.
Well. Never saw him not perform well.
Last year, in his last 5 matches, he had one that was a sub 800. It was or sub 900. Everything else is well over 900. And the one that was below 900 was only barely below, maybe 889 or something was his bad match. They call him Lurch. He's a very tall, imposing type player.
Well, they better call him Mr. Lurch because
very sound technical stroke proficiency. You do not see elbow degradation whatsoever on any stroke.
No.
For all the people that say you have to drop your elbow, how about just play my man some, and every time he drops his elbow, you get ball in hand. Yeah, you can definitely see the foreign contingent of players is taking this to the next level as far as treating it as a sport, and it's starting to rub off throughout the world.
Yeah, and you can see Alex, you know, he played good last year. He's been playing good, but you can see that he lost a little weight, and he's more focused, and so I think he put a lot into it.
Right. Yeah, he took those setbacks and made the most of them. Complete respect for him.
Absolutely.
It's always been talented, but wasn't a guy that just was content to rest on talent. He's put hard work with it. Terrific shot. Routine 9-ball now. Put himself within 2 games of winning this match at 9 over Aranas, who has 4.
And Alex Kazakis is shooting a 937. James Aranas is shooting an 889. What a way to open up today, this morning with this match.
Yeah, look at that. There's 2 4-rack flurries by Kazakis. Aranas has just not been allowed to get into the match. And that's some stellar safety play by Kazakis. And some good kicks by Aranas, but they didn't completely obstruct Kazakis. Kazakis has made the most of those little cracks of light. When I left here last night at about 2, maybe 2:30, Shane was still practicing after his match that concluded at 1:30. So he hasn't tossed in the towel on winning this tournament.
He's a great player.
And that's why. He's got that great work ethic.
Exactly.
Rack 14, Alex breaks, 9-4.
All right. He's been making the 1. it again. Compliant break. Where are you, 2-ball? Not in front of the side pocket. But it was a compliant break. It doesn't have a shot on the 2, does he? So he has the option of pushing.
Yep. Yep. That's what we'll likely see here. Pointing to where does he want to push. I don't think where his tip's at is where he wants to push.
No. If it were a non-compliant break, then you don't push. Neither player has the option of pushing.
Looks like he's going to just push just past the side pocket and force a safety exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I don't know. I think Aranas is going to cut at this ball. I cannot imagine him giving it back. I don't think that was a strong enough push.
Mm-hmm.
Make or miss, I think he's supposed to shoot.
Well, the 3-ball is up table here, so.
Here he's going to just go back and forth. Likely to miss it overcutting it if he misses it, just because he's going to be concentrating on the cue ball. See how he hit the thin side of the pocket. Yeah, that was not a strong enough push. Not at this level.
No.
Even had he missed this, I still maintain that's not the right shot to give to a guy as dangerous as James Aranas.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little too loose. Now, how's he doing here? Oh, boy.
Oh,
just
my
what he didn't
God.
need. Just what he didn't need.
He didn't need that. The 4 didn't have a pocket, but it had he had a 4-8 combination if he had a clear view, but he could be obstructed here.
Well, I think it's for sure he's obstructed, isn't it? I guess not. He needs to get to the high side of that ball, so I guess he didn't. I thought he was hooked.
Wow.
He's leveling out as if he can cut the 4.
Yep.
Okay. No, he got there.
He did get there.
Boy, I was just sure he was hooked. Well, that's probably good, clean living, and that's where I falter, you know. It would have been hooked for me.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
You don't have to reinforce that. Not that bad a guy. It was great because he had to narrowly escape hitting the 9, but that was by design, not hoping. Oh, he's falling real straight on the rail, so this is a little bit uncomfortable. You can go ahead, power top spin out and back to the middle. No, he was trying to roll it. He handled it that way better. Good decision. Aranas is one of those guys that cues the ball, but he's always aimed near the center of the ball, and then right on the last stroke, that time he dips the tip high to get some effective top spin. All right, runs out the rack. Score now 9-5, Kazakis.
And James Aranas is not out of this match by any means, I can tell you that.
No, he's going to take a player break. Okay, everybody, we're back. Final third of the match here before us. Aranas is breaking but trailing.
each one of them breaks from the opposite side. And they've been successful. There's the one ball down. Where are you, two?
Got an open shot, long shot here.
Quite a long shot.
Not an easy shot to score, but certainly doable.
It's about 4 feet between the cue ball and the two ball in the center of the table. And the 3 ball is just beneath the 9 ball down that end.
Caught it just a little heavy.
A little heavy, a little heavy. And left a duck for Alex.
Hard to tell which way he's going here. Oh, he checked it up with the inside to get on this side of the 3.
Boy, he hit it good.
Yeah, he didn't want to settle onto the rail. It makes getting on the 5 just a little tougher, but
Yeah.
looks like he can roll it. Just roll it. And have a thin back cut on the 5. That's what he's measuring up for now.
Yeah.
But you can't have everything. Sometimes you just have to be a shooter. He would have loved to be able to cue the ball so that he could just stop it there.
He did as good as you can do with that shot.
Yeah. I think he'll just head for the center of the table here rather than try to get cute and go in between the 8 and 9. That would put you a lot closer to the 6, but it's also a little more dangerous.
Danger.
Well, he did it perfect.
Yeah, I guess he did.
We'll have some matches in progress. We're going to announce the 12:30 round. On table number 2, Ruslan Shinnikov.
Just needs 3 feet to draw. Well, he went with 4.5 feet to draw, but that's fine. Nice little angle. Worked the cue ball very close to the 7.
Roland Garcia. On table number 6, Fedor Gorst and his opponent, our defending champion, Chang Jung Lin.
Two rail position for the 8.
He's looking good.
This will be just a little bit of stun forward. This will be a stop shot with just a hint of center ball that just trickles the cue ball ahead 6 inches.
Right you are.
Got to our coveted position right here, a virtual cinch. Game number 10 on the Kazakis ledger.
Shooting a 933. And James Aranas shooting an 895. But trailing in this match, 5 games to 10. So Alex is on a hill, and he's been making the 1 ball in the side. He can snap off this win right here.
Thus far in the match, he's broken and ran out 2 times. It's always classy to close out a match with a break and run out.
Oh,
This will be his final break of the set. Today is Halloween. Did you know that?
Is it? No.
Yeah.
Well, happy Halloween, Mark.
Well, you didn't dress up, so would have been exciting if I came in here and you looked like
Oh, please.
Obi-Wan Kenobi or something. All right, here we go.
Here comes Alex.
See what happens with the 2-ball here. 3 rails around to the side pocket on the side of the table that he's not standing
There's
on.
the 1 ball, and there's the 2 on its way.
It's tracking.
Some gum.
He's going to need just a little more pop. I think he got it.
I think he got it, Mark. Well deserved.
Well, he will not have an easy route to get position on the 3.
I think it'll just come right out to there. I think it will be an easy.
Well, it's so thin, I don't know that he can easily hold it there.
Well,
But then trying to go around the 4 is hard, so. And he can certainly see it better. He seems confident that he can hold it there.
He does.
So I will default towards his judgment.
Me too.
Now he's winding up like he's going to use power.
Well, it's not the best position.
No.
But it's not the worst either.
I do not think he's getting on the 4 from here. The 9's in the way, 6 is in the way, the 5's the problem.
Everything is in the way.
Yeah. He's going to power draw off the top of the 9. That's what he's queuing up.
Please. I know deep in his heart he doesn't want James back at the table at this point in the game. I know that.
I don't think it's really a straight back bank that you can draw. I mean, you can, but then the 7 ball's in the way, and you hate to gamble and then not have a position if you make the shot, if you connect on the shot.
Exactly.
This is one of those billiards predicaments.
Mm-hmm. There's a good 4 feet between the cue ball and the 3 ball, and to try to put draw on it. Center of the pocket, and the cue ball found the center of the side pocket. That wasn't right.
Here we get a look at it. He bends the cue ball quite a bit around the 9, but in so doing, then put the side pocket in play.
Oh, my God. It ain't right.
Well, that was always in the possibilities from there.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying it. I just didn't think he could get position on the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Bumped in square to the 9. Definitely that was not in the play.
Not in the plan. Oof.
Yeah, pretty thin, but close, so I think he'll handle it.
Oh, yeah. But the boys in the basement, Roy's basement that is, are going, whew.
Well, what happened when he bumped the 9, that's when he got thin on the 7. Then when he got thin on the 7, his speed control was off a little bit.
Yeah.
Good shot now. 9 balls of certainty.
Mm-hmm. Both shooting over 900.
And Aranas captured game number 6 on his side.
Trailing in this match 6-10. Alex Kazakis is on the hill. And James Aranas wants to keep him there. Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see Jerry Forsythe with the scores again. You know, he's right to the side of us there.
I think Corey Doole's ahead 9-6.
That would be a good thing. We had like 4 players from Florida here. We got Donnie Mills, we got Tommy Kennedy, we got Corey Duell, and Hunter Lombardo. All Florida boys.
What got you into pool, Pete? Pat? Or were you into it before?
Well, I played at the YMCA when I was 9 years old, so I introduced Pat to pool.
I see.
But as soon as I did, then he got me addicted to it, you know, because he played better.
Okay, Aranas now breaking. Like to do a little something from the break, but I didn't hear anything find the pocket.
No, I heard nothing.
Choice, Alex.
Actually, I brought Pat to the pool room. He was 14 years old, and I was like 18, and I could run a rack. And I brought him to the pool, and he made a long, straight shot. He said, he's going to be good at this game. 3 months later, he was the best in the room, and within a year, he ran 100 balls. And he was playing Steve Miserak, Jack Colavita, Ray Martin, Alan Hopkins.
Looks like
So it was
Kazakis.
an illegal break. It was a non-compliant break. Alex had the option and decided to let James Aranas shoot. And he's on the hill, so if he made that decision, I have to say that was a pretty smart decision. Pressure's on to James.
yeah, there's nothing easy before him.
No.
Just got to try to figure a way to play safe.
There's the wall of balls on the right-hand side of the table. But how do you get there?
And he's bridging over some balls. There's that too. Just wanted to go safe speed or soft speed and try to roll the cue ball up on top of the 3, which he accomplished.
That was a nice shot. He didn't have much to work with, and he didn't leave much.
John Schmidt now sitting ringside. Owner of the all-time high run record at 626 Mosconi had 526 for 65 years. John Schmidt set out to beat it and did so.
Yes, he did. Congratulations to John Schmidt.
Yeah, piece of history.
It's a good hit. But he left a duck for James Aranas. Well, the only problem I see is the 6 ball tied up with the 9 ball there.
Check that up with inside spin. And it's still
A little straight on his shot, no?
Yeah, just got the top spin down. He's got that good smooth stroke. It seems like he does not hit the balls hard at all, but yet they carry quite a ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to have to hit the 3 pretty full. And he's got that 6 slightly impeding. Now, do you see where his tip's at now? It's right just maybe at or just below center.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch the follow here, so you know he hits it way high. See how much carry he got on there? There's spin on that ball, not center ball.
Nicely hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. When you watch him cue, it's just a little interesting that a lot of guys aim right where they intend to hit. He does not. I guess he's kind of sneaking up on the cue ball and then doesn't know that it's going to top spin.
Mm-hmm. He created a little angle there and gave him a shot at the 6.
Yeah. To break it out.
To break it out.
Pete, what's your all-time high run in the straight pool?
54.
54, okay.
Yep.
Respectable.
Yeah. Back in the day. I don't have the patience for it anymore. I have the patience for one pocket, but I don't have the patience for straight pool anymore. Nicely done.
Very well played.
Yeah.
Appreciative audience recognizes they had to dislodge the 6 to get a shot.
Yeah. In the villages, we play a lot of 8 ball. A lot of 9 ball.
Well, 8 ball is like mini straight pool because you better be getting a couple stop shots at the end of the rack or you didn't do it very well.
Yeah, yes.
Uh-oh.
A little too much, I think.
What? I'm not even sure what that was.
No.
That was weird. That wasn't even close to the right speed.
No.
Was he trying to? He must have been trying to draw up on top of it. You know, center ball stun it.
He mishit it, whatever.
Yeah.
The boys in the basement know this.
He, you know how he aims at the center? I think he was intended to dip low, but didn't on the last one because the speed is not even close. And, and he hit the pocket clean. It was a very unusual error. Yep.
Oh.
That's what happens.
Yes.
You make a misplay, and then you punish yourself and force yourself to bank it when it wasn't really laying right for that.
All right.
Not sure what that was conversation about with Ken Schumann, something.
Alex Kazakis is at the table with a tough shot, got an opportunity to close it out.
Yeah, he needs a 3-rail position, one big shot here to cinch this match. He's delighted to get back to the table. Looked like Aranas was going to run on out, and then he mishit the cue ball. Did not get position. Decided to punish himself, force himself to play off-angle cross side. Hit long, hit the point. Gave up a pretty good scoring opportunity.
I think he's going to just cut this in and take a long shot on the 8.
Well, I think he's coming around 3 cushions, isn't he?
Yes, you were right.
Yeah. 2 cushions anyway. Aranas did just what youthful players do. They try to force something. They make one bad shot and compound it with 2, rather than be patient and maybe. Good shot there. Match ball.
Match ball. I'm sure the people at Steinway are cheering for Alex Kazakis. As we all are. Good game, Alex.
Terrific job.
And he is now 4-0 in this tournament and moving on to the right.
Well, we can see how he got to be 4-0 too with that quality of a performance. Well, this has been an ACCUSTATS video production. Please stay with us as we send it down to our own Ra Hannah, who's on the floor tableside with our winner. Thank you for joining us, and so long for just a while.
This is Ra Hannah live from the Simonis Aramis Arena. And once again, you might know this guy, Alex Kazakis. Greece is the word. My man, you keep coming up here. What are you doing?
Well, I'm being lucky, I guess. And yeah, I'm playing. I was playing good that match. I mean, I missed a couple of shots, I think, but everything went in my way all the time. I was breaking good. It was a weird match, actually. Not many runouts, but it was everything. It was on my way all the time. I was playing safeties. He was being unlucky, James. So yeah, that's what I was doing, being lucky.
Okay, listen, you shot over 900. That's not luck. That's pro caliber. You've been shooting all that. I don't know if you know, but one time you're shooting like a 930, 928.
Yeah, like I said, I played pretty good, but it was like a weird match, no many runouts and stuff. So yeah, I'm satisfied about how I played. But yeah, if I didn't miss these 2 balls, maybe it would be even better, 950 maybe.
Okay, how you gonna prepare for your upcoming match tonight? How you gonna prepare for that match?
Well, I'm gonna eat a salmon, some peanuts,
okay,
and that's it.
This is Ryan for ACCUSTATS. Alex Kazakis, Kazabubu. Opa, opa?
Opa, opa, yeah.
We'll be back.